Disclaimer, this video might contain spoilers for the Verity series. If you want to watch it, then I recommend you go search it up on YouTube since it's free. And this video is for entertainment purposes only. We're just here to have some fun. Anyways, enjoy the video. I never really find myself watching any Minecraft content on YouTube since, I'm not really that interested in Minecraft. But the Verity series genuinely surprised me. If you don't know what Verity is, despite the amount of popularity it's getting right now, it's a Minecraft series created by Aphmau. And like I said, I normally don't find myself watching any Minecraft content, since like I said, I'm not that interested in Minecraft. But ever since I heard about Verity, I was genuinely curious what it was all about. So I gave Verity a go and it was actually way better than I expected. The animation was decent, the voice acting is incredible, and Verity, he's just a silly little guy. He's just a tiny little ball. What could possibly be so evil about him? Alright. If you try to abandon him, he will transform into an 8-foot tall monster and kill you. My point is, the Verity series did actually caught me by surprise, and I would recommend watching the series first than watching this video, because this video might contain some spoilers. But we aren't exactly gonna talk about the series itself. No, you already know the drill. We're here to talk about content farms, baby. Of course, with anything that's popular, it's going to get brain rotted pretty fast. And Verity was no exception, which is honestly, in my opinion, a little bit surprising. Because the Verity series doesn't really look like something that would get milked by content farms. I guess it's mostly because of reaction channels such as Fing Noodles or whatever else you can think of, that somewhat gave the series a lot more popularity though. Although that is just speculation, I have no proof of that. Anyway, enough yapping, let's get into the main point of this video. We'll be talking about 4 content farms that are currently making videos about Verity, instead of the usual 3. Starting off with... Listen, if I'm gonna make this video, it would be extremely stupid if I did not talk about a Minecraft content farm. And I found the perfect one. And that channel is Aphmau. Aphmau is a Minecraft YouTuber with over 25 million subscribers. She started uploading all the way back in 2012, so she's a pretty old Minecraft YouTuber. I actually do remember watching some of her content all the way back in 2018, but most of the videos that I watched for her were these snipper clip videos, although I do remember watching some of her content all the way back in 2022, back when my brain was brain rotted. Ugh, I'm really glad I recovered. I'm not really gonna talk about this channel for so long, because most of her recent videos are just really boring. Most of her videos are just her and her friends playing Minecraft, doing some kind of stupid ass roleplay or something. But the reason why I bring her up specifically is because she has made a handful of Verity videos. Now, I didn't watch all of them because I probably would lose my mind, but I would say that I watched a good chunk of her Verity content. And honestly, it's literally nothing. I watched 5 Nights with Verity and Verity chose me. And these videos are literally nothing. These are quite literally just your typical Aphmau videos if you ever watch them. Although there is something interesting that I would like to point out, and it's the fact that Aphmau actually hired a voice actor to voice Verity instead of using AI. While it doesn't sound that impressive at first, you have to keep in mind that most content farms these days would use an AI-generated voice of some popular character. And Verity is no exception to this either. So it is kinda neat to see a content farm hiring a voice actor to voice Verity, instead of just using AI. Anyways, that's enough about Aphmau. Told you we weren't gonna talk about her for too long. Her videos are just boring and not really that much to talk about, to be honest. Anyways, let's move on to the next channel. Second channel on the list is Jillby. Or Jillby, whatever you want to call it. Jillby is a pretty weird content farm, honestly. If you couldn't tell, Jillby is an animation content farm that somewhat does stop motion, but we'll talk about the whole stop motion stuff later, because this part is what really confuses me. Anyway, Jillby has made a handful of Verity videos as well. Some of their videos just show Verity pregnant for some reason, which just doesn't make any sense like at all. Obviously Verity is some sort of AI and he's clearly a male, so he can't really give birth. And sometimes in these Verity videos, they would include Animal Hospital and Public Playtime Chapter 5. God, why are we still making content farms about Public Playtime Chapter 5? It came out months ago. Move on, man, gee. Sorry, got a little heated there. I find it very weird that these types of content farms still exist to this very day. This type of stuff existed all the way back in 2016 with the whole Elsagate shit. where they would just make Elsagate or female Spider-Man pregnant for some reason. And now they're just doing it with fucking Lily Love Braids and Verity. Now, there is one thing that I would like to point out about this channel that's really confusing me. You know, a lot of Jillby's animations are made in stop motion. Well, it isn't like actual stop motion. What do I mean exactly? Well, let me do a little comparison real quick. Here's a picture of a real hand, and yes, that's my hand. And here's the picture of Jillby's hands. You notice that Jillby's hands don't really look like skin and flesh, while my hand looks like a real hand. Or I'm just blind and stupid, but I seriously cannot tell if this is even a real hand or not. This channel definitely feels like one of those channels that used to exist back in prime Elsagate. Anyway, I think that's enough about Jillby. They were a pretty weird but somewhat interesting channel to talk about. Let's move on to the third channel, and just a heads up, this one's gonna be a little gross, so proceed with caution. Third channel on the list is Payatimic. How the fuck do you say his name? Payatimic? I'm just gonna call them Paya. Paya is also another Minecraft YouTuber with over 50,000 subscribers. So this is actually the first time I'm talking about a content farm that doesn't have over 100,000 subscribers. Paya actually started uploading pretty recently, 2 months ago. They made 3 videos during the channel's lifespan, but ever since they've been doing Verity content, they've been doing pretty well. So what kind of Verity content is Paya making? Is it playing the Verity mod? Doing some animations? I'm just gonna show you this. Yeah. This is literally the content that he makes about Verity. I am not joking. Okay, so like, I gotta explain the whole joke between, well, this. Because believe it or not, this is actually quite a pretty big joke in the Minecraft community, surprisingly. You make a machine that has a stick, grab a sheep or any other mod, grab a boat, put the mob on the boat, and then basically do this. Despite how weird it looks, it's actually a pretty big joke in the Minecraft community, surprisingly. Hell, Grox, one of the people that was actually in the Verity series, actually somewhat does this joke sometimes. It's seriously nothing new. But this is just a whole other level. Not only could ruin Verity's reputation, Paya also uses an AI-generated voice for Verity, using the voice to make Verity say some pretty weird and gross stuff. Now, the videos themselves aren't really too explicit, but the thumbnails, holy shit, the thumbnails. The thumbnail that I showed you is quite literally the only thumbnail that I can show without censoring it, because the rest of these thumbnails are genuinely gross. In fact, the creator of Verity, that mob, is actually planning to take down these videos because he doesn't want Verity's reputation to get ruined by these content farms. Paya actually did respond and said that he was sorry, but still kept making the same content for some reason. At this point, the apology that he made doesn't even look real anymore when he's still making this type of content. Anyways, that's enough about Paya. Let's move on to the final channel on this list, and I've saved the best one for last. The final channel on the list, and quite possibly the most popular one right now, Skunx. Skunx is a content farm channel that focuses on animation and music at the same time. So pretty much if Game Tunes and Magic Scarlet made a baby. Skunx started uploading all the way back in 2020, making Siren Head content. The channel was mainly focusing on Trevor Henderson creatures like Siren Head, Cartoon Cat, Long Horse, etc, etc. But slowly but surely, they've been making different types of content for different media, such as Bendy, Poppy Playtime, Garden of Banban, Shin Sonic, Choo Choo Charles, etc, etc. The very interesting thing about this channel is that it actually focuses on quality over quantity. Something similar to Zaminations and Dom Studios when they were content farmers before. And you know, that's actually quite nice to see. Is it an amazing channel? Fuck no. Is it weird? Yes. Is it the worst channel ever? Fuck no. Putting the channel aside, let's actually talk about the Verity content that Skunx has been making recently. So far, Skunx has made 3 videos about Verity. One of them being a sad story, and 2 of them being songs. We can ignore the sad story because if you ever watch any Skunx video, then you know that these are just your typical sad story videos you see from Skunx. So we can just ignore this. But what we will talk about are the songs about Verity. Starting off with the first one, It's Me Verity. As of recording this song has over 12 million views. Despite the song having a couple of references to the Verity series, such as this guy asking what's the capital of France and what does the cow say, which are both questions that Mob asked to Verity in the Verity series. But this song isn't exactly fully accurate to the source material, which to be fair, Skunx does not follow that in the slightest, but I thought I would bring it up anyway. I would give you guys a listen to the song, but this song is copyrighted, so I'm just gonna sing it myself. Cringe warning, by the way. Hey, it's me, it's Verity. Ask me anything. I got a question. I know about a million things. Well, that's great. I'll do everything. Now, is this song good? I mean, it's listenable and a little catchy, but it's not that great. Yeah, despite the song being a little catchy and somewhat listenable, it's not that great, to be honest. Now, let's move on to the second song, aka the final Skunx Verity video, called The Verity Band, Be My Friend. Now, this song doesn't just focus on Verity itself, it actually focuses on different versions of Verity as well. Those being Falsity, Curiosity, and Lovity. And no, they're not official characters if you're wondering. Now, unlike the first song, this song actually sounds... I really hate to say this song actually sounds pretty good. And I honestly thought I would never say those words when it comes to talking about a content farm, but it's actually good. Like, I'm being dead ass serious. It's not a perfect song, there's definitely some weird shit in it, but compared to all the other Skunx songs that I've listened to in my lifetime, this is probably the best one I've heard so far. Once again, I never thought I would say the words pretty good coming out of my mouth when I'm talking about a content farm. But maybe it's just this once, I don't really know. Now, once again, I can't play the song, so here's another cringe warning because I'm going to sing it myself. True, false, ask love, pick a smile, any smile, take a pick, make a choice, tick, 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 tick. True, false, ask love, pick a smile, any smile, take a pick, make a choice, tick, 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 tick. Oh, I can't breathe. Anyways, that's enough about Skunx. They were definitely a pretty fun channel to talk about, but we gotta move on to the conclusion of this video. So, let's end this. That was a pretty long one. Pretty fun too, though. We took a look at some boring, weird, gross, and somewhat fascinating content farms today. By the way, you might have noticed just now, but all the channels that I talked about in this video are channels that I never talked about before. So I really hope this is a new fresh breath of air for some of y'all. Since the video is over, I would recommend go checking out the Verity series, as it is pretty good. Now, it kinda sucks seeing Verity getting content farms, especially since it doesn't even look like an IP that would get milked. But we can't really do anything about it, can we? Although, that mob could technically do something, but we'll see. Anyways, that's everything for today's video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the living fuck out of the like button and the subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss any more of my uploads, click the notification bell. You will not miss any more of my uploads, trust me. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, my little stars.